Alright, hey YouTube. Yeah, it's me again. Um, done quite a bit of purchasing since the last update here. Um, alright. Found a couple of new places around town to buy some silver at. I got some stories about that. I don't know if I'll get into them. One guy has real nice prices, but he's a dick. Um, he was actually selling junk silver under spot, which I mean not much under, but he was calculating it at melt times zero point 0.7. So it was I wanted to buy from him, but we'll get into why he's an asshole. And without mentioning any names, I'm probably not going to go there. But went out and picked up these right here. $5 of Walking Liberty halves. Um, they're rough. I went into the one place, and the place I usually go, I can pick through the change and everything, and I can, pretty much hand pick every dime that I buy from them, basically. The This place that I went to, um, you're talking to a guy behind a big glass barrier, basically, and you just slide through the things under the under the glass. So I didn't get to pick anything that I bought, but I got there's $5 worth of dimes and $5 worth of quarters. Um, so I went and bought $15 worth of 90% junk silver. This was over the weekend. Now I didn't necessarily. I don't know if I should even get into that, but I didn't necessarily want to buy, and because I had some money coming to me, and I wanted to wait for 30s again before I bought. But it closed, I think, above 40, like every day that week, and closed the week at 40. So I did it at 40. Oh well. Kind of pissed at myself for buying when I did. I think if I would have and I proven myself right today, but you know, I was torn on whether to hold the money until we saw 30s again, or if I was going to buy at 40 flat. It's 40.07 when I bought. It's the first time I really let the market dictate what I did instead of me waiting, for something specific. Like I watched the prices and like I kind of picked a target area when I first bought in, and then I decided to DCA for a month or so, just pretty consistent every few days. Every time I was getting money, I was putting some of it in silver, and as long as I was buying lower than what I originally bought into it, like as long as my DCA was going down, I was going to keep on buying, and that's what I did. I wanted to wait until 38 at least, 39 to buy, and I was going to buy all junk silver. I ended up splitting half between junk silver and bullion, but I wanted to buy all junk silver because I told you I found a guy who sold junk silver under melt. So I figure if it's 38, 39 bucks, I could buy junk silver under melt, lower my DCA still, even though I was buying at a higher price. So that was going to be the plan. Like I said, at 40.07, I decided just to go ahead and pull the trigger. I'm like, what's what's 30 cents on my DCA going to be, or am I really going to worry too much about, 20 cents down the line? And the answer was probably not. So I decided to go for it, even though I did feel like I was kind of pushed in that direction by the way the market was going. And part of it's being new to this, and instead of panicking and selling, I kind of panicked and sold, I guess you can say, or bought, I guess you can say. I blew my wad. And today it's been over $40 all week, and of course now it's dropping into the 39s today. So it was going to go down to a point where I was going to get my number if I just would have held on another weeks. I think we're going to see maybe a little bit lower than 39s. I mean, who knows? I mean, it doesn't matter. I guess in the long run, it doesn't matter. Um, but you're not going to squeeze a couple more ounces out of it, I think, if I waited. But oh well, I pulled the trigger and I have silver now, so I'm not holding on to cash waiting to get silver. So that's how I feel about that. So yeah, I got the $5 halves, $5 and quarters, $5 and dimes. So I picked up 15 face dollars, 90%. Um, okay, so now I had picked these up earlier. I've done this. I've been since the last time I updated a video. I've been buying plenty of silver, so I have some. These I don't know if you can really see them. These are like mint condition, shiny as hell. All of these came out of proof sets. I know for a fact that two quarters and the half came out of proof sets. I mean, it was put into general circulation out of the proof set, so they're not perfect anymore if you really look at them. But those came out of proof sets. The guy, held them. He knew I was coming in, and he held them especially for me. Uh, and the dime I actually just got in that $15 bag. That was the all those dimes that I got were rough. I mean, some of them are bent. They're rough. A lot of those quarters that I got and all the half dollars are real rough. And these are not typically coins I would have picked out myself, but oh well, it doesn't matter. I guess it's considered the same amount of silver anyway. I'm not buying for numismatic value, but I like my coins to be shiny, and I like some rough ones. So it's fun to look at some rough ones. But yeah, that dime though caught my eye. It's shiny as hell. I don't know. I don't know how that one got mixed in the bag of $5 I got from that place. Like I said, there's just a glass case and a guy who went in the back room and brought me out some silver change. So he was okay. He was a little over spot though. He was 10 cents over on a dime, so he's a little over 10 cents. He was about $1.10 over spot, which sucked. 'Cause I could have got it at a better price from the other guy, but unfortunately he's a dick. Um, maybe in another video. Basically, since what he did, since he had a hunch that the price of junk silver was going to keep going up, he decided not to sell it. So when I asked to buy some junk silver, the the guy I was dealing with me started quoting me a price, and the other guy kind of shouting from the back, but we're not selling any. And which is his prerogative, I guess. I mean, most times the dealers they won't sell if they're going to sell at a loss, but we're we're right up near the top still. It's not like it went up to 40, 41, $42 and then just plummeted to 35. And he needs to hold on to it now to like break even. No, he was still going to make a profit on it, and his reasoning was that he thought it was going to go higher, so he's hoarding it, which is fine. But the way he went about it, he didn't have to act like he did with me. He's like, I got 4 big bags of it back here, and you can't have any of it because I'm hoarding it because the price is going to go up. It's like, well, no shit, dude. The price is going to go up, but you're not even taking a loss on it, and I have cash for you right now to help you pay your bills. So he didn't want cash, which I guess you can't blame the guy because I don't want cash either. um, you know, So I didn't buy from him, even though he had the best price in town on junk silver.